people are very, they go to the panto every single Christmas. It's part of their tradition, and it is a huge part of Irish Christmas. Everyone loves the panto.
Guess so, yeah.
The next tradition is Christmas crackers.
Ooh.
So Christmas crackers are kind of tubes of cardboard wrapped
table
in paper
bombs,
with a little prize inside. And you get them at the dining table for your Christmas meal. Everyone pulls them together. And when it's pulled in half...
It's the table bombs. We call it a table bomb here in Denmark. Bordbombe in Danish. Where they sort of pop, But we don't have it at Christmas. We only have it at New Year's here in Denmark. So yeah.
Whoever has the biggest half of the cracker gets the prize inside. And the prizes are usually...
What? Oh, what did she say? Wait a minute. Just going back.
Christmas meal. Everyone pulls them together. And when it's pulled in half, whoever has the biggest half of the cracker gets the prize inside.
Okay.
And the prizes are usually horrible things like plastic whistles or those spinny thing, I don't know. But they also come with little paper crowns in different colors, and everyone has to wear their crown for the meal.
Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this in a UK/British context. Because they also have this tradition in Britain. So yeah, this could be a fun tradition to spread out to other countries. Again, we have a similar tradition, but it's only for New Year. It's not during Christmas, because those table bombs or table crackers that they have. They do make this popping sound, and it's something that we do during New Year's. Yeah.
And they also have like jokes and riddles and things, and they're usually the worst jokes. But it's a fun way to kind of get everyone at the table, guessing the answer. I remember one time we were going to go spend Christmas in Italy. And they don't have Christmas crackers in Italy, so we were bringing them over in our suitcase. But we weren't allowed because they're technically classed as fireworks. Because when you pull them, they do like a snapping bang sound.
Yeah, okay.
And whatever it is that makes that banging sound is flammable. So you can't bring them on airplanes.
Yeah. There is some sort of, as she said, there is some sort of, what's it called? A flammable powder in it. That's why it makes that popping sound. So yeah, it actually makes sense that you can't bring it to another country, or that you can't bring it or on an aeroplane, because there is some sort of material inside it that is sort of a mild firework. So yeah, it makes sense. Maybe that's also why we only have that tradition here in Denmark during New Year, because it is sort of an indoor firework, or a mild firework. Maybe that's why I only think of it as a New Year's thing and not as a Christmas thing. Yeah. Do you also have these poppers and crackers during New Year, or is it only during Christmas? Please let me know. I would really like to explore those kinds of traditions and hear about those kinds of cultural differences. So yeah, I would really like to engage with you guys about that. So yeah, please let me know in the comments.
But so we did miss them that year. But you can get luxury Christmas crackers as well. You can get ones that have like proper nice jewelry in them, designer crackers, alcohol, like designer
alcohol
crackers. But
really,
I think most people just kind of go for the
alcohol in the crackers. Huh. That would be something I would like to try. especially if it's good alcohol, if it's one of those small bottles of aquavit or schnapps or something, that would be that would be cool. That would be so awesome. That is a cracker I would like to win. So yeah, or maybe even one of those chocolate-filled, alcohol-filled chocolates or something. Yeah, now I'm getting actually really hungry for sweets, you know.
Typical, cheap, tacky ones. The next tradition is Christmas FM. For me, Christmas FM means the official start of Christmas. I absolutely love Christmas FM. It's a radio station that just streams Christmas music constantly, all day, all night.
Yeah. I think every country has this in some fashion. At least every Western country that I've ever heard of or visited has some sort of Christmas radio station that only plays Christmas songs. It's a good way to come into that spirit and that mood for the Christmas holiday season. So yeah, we also have it here. So
from I think late November until after Christmas. And in Ireland you can tune in on the radio, but you can listen to it online anywhere in the world. And I absolutely love Christmas FM. It is tuned into my car. Whenever I get in my car, I only listen to Christmas FM. And it's really good because it raises money for charities. So you can text in donations. So it's for a good cause. I absolutely love Christmas FM. The next tradition is boxes of roses, which are basically just boxes of chocolates. But these specific boxes of roses, you can only get them at Christmas time. And people start stocking up well in advance because you have to have your boxes of roses at Christmas. And usually they get pulled out when you're watching a Christmas movie in your Christmas pajamas and everyone's sharing the roses. Some people save it till Christmas Day, some people have it earlier, get a few boxes. But every household in Ireland has a box of roses for Christmas. Except there is a debate about boxes of roses or boxes of Quality Street. And it can get very heated. People are very passionate about whether they're a roses person or a Quality Street person. I'm a roses person, so that's why I'm talking about roses more. But I know some people are all about Quality Street. But so I'll say every household has either roses.
Okay, so the great debate. I've heard about Quality Street before, and I've also tried Quality Street before because it's a very popular brand that we can also buy here in my country. But I've never heard of the roses before. Is that chocolate that has a flowery taste or a flowery scent to it? Is that why they're called roses, because they have this perfumey, flowery taste to it? Yeah, is that why it's called roses? Yeah. Yeah, please let me know in the comments if you know that, if you've ever tried roses, and also leave me a comment if you have an opinion about this debate, roses versus Quality Street. What do you think? Is it one or the other, or is it both at the same time? Please let me know. I would really like to know your opinion. For me, any kind of chocolate, as long as there isn't any soft caramel in it, any kind of chocolate, I'm a fan of. I'm mostly more of a fan of dark chocolate than light chocolate, but yeah, I like chocolate, so yeah. But anyway, let me know what you think.
Or Quality Street. I'm also going to include tins of biscuits in this one because every household in Ireland also gets a tin of biscuits.
Okay. This biscuits, okay. If we're talking about chocolates versus biscuits, I choose biscuits every time. This would be for me. Or maybe, wait a minute. Maybe if we're talking about a dark chocolate with a alcohol filling in it, maybe I prefer that over the biscuits. But any other kinds of chocolate, I would choose the biscuits every time because I am a biscuit person. And this looks really cool. It's especially, I really like the jammy Dodgers. Oof. Now I'm hungry for biscuits. I think I'm going to go out and buy some afterwards.
Biscuits are cookies, and they're usually put away for visitors, but when you do pull them out, they come in layers, and the tradition is you're not allowed to start another layer of biscuits until the top layer is done. So
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one, and I think that's a tradition in every single household in Ireland. Everyone has their boxes of roses or quality sweets.
Yeah. We don't have that tradition here where I'm from, but I remember growing up, we also had these tins of biscuits that came with different layers. So for us, it was just, it wasn't a tradition, but it was common sense, or just common, politeness to eat the first layer first before you went down to the second layer. So just eat all of the biscuits, finish all of the biscuits in the top layer, and then go layer by layer down. It would just be, a common courtesy thing to do. That's what I remember growing up, that we didn't. I mean, sometimes we cheated and took a biscuit from a lower layer, but it wouldn't really, it would not be looked upon kindly if we did that. It was just, people would frown over that, and I also would frown over that when I saw it, because you eat the top layer first and then go down. That's just the rule. But it wasn't a tradition, it's just something that we did. So yeah, story from my childhood.
And their tin of biscuits. The next tradition is midnight mass. So obviously Ireland is a Christian country, but people don't really go to mass. Well, I say people, I mean some people. Some people go to mass every single Sunday, but a lot of people only go to mass on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. And so it's always packed, and when you go there you always run into people that you haven't seen in ages, and so it's a big social gathering. And midnight mass is the most popular, although it's supposed to be at midnight. And the reason it's supposed to be at midnight is because that started in like the 5th century, when they believed Jesus was born at midnight.
This actually reminds me, I've heard about this tradition before, of course, because I think I've mentioned before that I'm a massive, world history nerd. And of course I've heard about midnight mass because I know that Ireland is a predominantly Catholic country. At least the Republic of Ireland is, and midnight mass is a thing within the Catholic faith and the Catholic Church. And yeah, I've heard about this before, but it also reminds me of my mum growing up, because my mum is at least nominally Catholic or whatever, and she would go to midnight mass at least sometimes. While I was growing up, I remember a few times when she did that. But it was only during Christmas. But she doesn't do it anymore, and it's only something I remember a long time ago. So yeah, I remember this, and this is actually quite an interesting tradition because it is rooted in the Catholic Christian faith. Uh, but I wonder how many people today in the modern times just do it because it's a tradition that they grew up with, and it's just something that they do during Christmas, but they don't really, they're not really religious in that way. They just do it because it's maybe a family tradition and a tradition that they grew up with. So I'm wondering how many people do that, at least in Ireland. So yeah, if you know this, or if you are watching this video and you're Irish yourself, do you ever go to Christmas Mass? And is it something that you like to do, or is it something that you just do because it's normal and you grew up with it, but you're not really religious, or whatever the reason? Please let me know. I would really like to hear about different cultural traditions. It's sort of something that I do on this channel. I would really like to engage with my audience, because I like exploring other cultures and learning about traditions and histories from around the world. So if any of you have ever tried this or follow this tradition, please let me know why and how you do it. If you want to, I mean, it's up to you, but I like to engage with people from around the world. So if you want to, give this video a like and leave me a comment.
So they always wanted to have their mass at midnight. But over the years, it's just been getting earlier and earlier and earlier. So where I am, our midnight mass is at 9 p.m. But it's still called midnight mass. So whatever works. The next tradition is a new one, but a hugely popular one, and that is Christmas Eve busking on Grafton Street. So on Christmas Eve, musicians will come out with their instruments, their guitars, and they'll sing songs and raise money for a homeless charity. And it was started by Glenn Hansard from The Frames. A lot of people would know him from the movie Once, and it always has like really well.
Once, yeah, I've not seen that film, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, and it's actually one of those films that I want to watch. But I didn't know it was Irish, or maybe I just forgot about it. But yeah, busking, Christmas busking, that's an interesting one. But music always brings people together, so yeah, makes sense.
Known Irish artists come out. So Bono has done it, The Edge has done it, Sinead O'Connor has done it, The Script,
really?
Mundy. You never know who's going to be there, but it's usually big Irish artists come out, and everyone's singing, and it's just such a good vibe. It's a great Christmas Eve tradition, and for such a good cause. So that's it. They are my top Irish Christmas traditions. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Give it a thumbs up. Nolik Sonajiv. Bad pronunciation. Wow, okay, this cool video. Again, this was a shorter video and a cool video. Again, this comes from the channel Wolfe Momma. Go check it out. Please support the original content and the original channel. Yeah, this was an interesting video because there was some things that I had heard about before, but it was cool to hear her knowledge and perspective about it, because a lot of things I might just have heard the name before and not really known the details about it. But I think one of the things that stands out to me is the plunging into the ocean at winter time. That's just so cool to see that they have this tradition in Ireland, because it reminds me so much of the tradition that we have here in Denmark and also in the other Nordic countries. This ice dive into the ocean. So that's cool. That's one of those things that stands out to me. Yeah, this was an awesome video. I'm going to give it a like because it was a cool video. And yeah, I think I'm going to watch more videos about Christmas traditions from other countries. But yeah, this was a cool addition to my knowledge about Ireland, and it also makes me want to visit Ireland even more. Maybe even in the winter and the Christmas time. Who knows? Maybe next year I'm going to be in Ireland. Who knows? No one knows. But yeah, anyway, this was a really fascinating and cool video, and I hope that you liked my reaction today and my commentary to Wolfe Momma's Christmas traditions. So yeah, if you like this video, then please remember to give it a like, because it tells me and gives me the feedback that you like my comments and that you like these videos that I'm making. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, then please subscribe to my video and click that bell to get notified about new videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my reaction today, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!